Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Over the past couple days, I've shared some great card ideas you can make with the contents from this month's kit. Today I'm sharing with you my fifth and last alternative idea using the March 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Daisy Daydream. If you would like to watch me unbox the kit and create these cards, or see any of my other alternatives, you can click on the playlist in the top right corner. The card I'm sharing with you today uses up the leftover scraps and pieces from the kit to create a beautiful card. I love trying to use up every piece from my kits. I hope you are inspired to also use your scraps. Each month I take the contents from the Paper Pumpkin kits and make alternative projects. My cards are easy to follow and can be made by both experienced or new paper crafters. You may need just a couple other products to complete them. You can follow along with me using supplies you already have or purchase any products you see me use from my online store. The link to all products is below in my description or on my blog, creativechelsey.com. Do you want more alternative card ideas for your Paper Pumpkin kits? Then subscribe to Paper Pumpkin and choose me as your demonstrator. I have joined with other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators to design 8 to 10 more alternative ideas in a PDF tutorial, which includes both photos and instructions. My subscribers receive this PDF tutorial along with an exclusive designed card kit, all for free. So let's start with this card by looking at our scraps. I've got a back piece. This is from one of the creamy envelope pieces, and I'm just going to trim it down so that it's a nice piece that I can use and stamp on. So I'm trimming it to about 2 1/4 inches and then removing, because it has it's the back piece, it has some overlapping layers. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. And I'm going to end up with a piece that is about, let's just do 5 inches. We'll just do 5 inches. It can vary since it's a scrap. I do notice I've got a little bit of a design on here, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that down as well. So my final size is about 2 1/4 by 5 inches, which feels a little smaller than this original piece, and that's okay. I'm also going to use the flap of my blue envelope, and then I have a large piece that is left over. Let's see how big this is. I might just leave it as is. So it's about 3 inches by, or 3 1/2 inches by 3 1/4 inches. So I'm going to just leave it as is. With this flap, I'm going to go ahead and just do a real fast, fussy cut around these flowers, and it can be just really quick. Doesn't need to be perfect. And I actually don't need to do the whole thing. I only need like 3 1/4 inches. So maybe to the end of the greenery on this left side of the center flower. Let's go ahead and add it. I'm going to bring it over a little bit. There. Because I know I'm going to see about a 1/2 inch on each side. Oh, you know, I think I need to redo that. So I'm just going to go ahead and move that, take that off. And I need to show my flower on the sides. And if I just put it on, I'm not going to see those flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that in the middle. Oops. And add that like this. And then this one goes like that. And just remember, this middle part is going to get covered up. So I'm just going to then take my paper snips and trim off the overhanging areas. All right, so it looks really rough, but it's going to get hidden. Let's next stamp on that creamy paper. I've got the large honeycomb image, We're going to do a stamp off, stamp on technique. I'm using crushed curry ink. And I'm just getting a really light image on the background. Stamp a little bit in the front or on the top and a little bit on the bottom. That's all you really need. Then I'm going to take that same piece and do some splattering just to add another layer of texture. And you're going to get something that looks like this. I do want to distress the edges, so I'm just going to use my finger since it is thinner paper and just do a little distressing. And then I can add these pieces to my card base. Okay, so I've finished distressing and I'm going to begin with this rectangle piece. The 3 1/4 size side is at the top, and I should have probably mentioned that before adding the bottom pieces, but if you've got it the other way, that's okay too. These are just scraps. We're just using up what we have so we can make another card. I'm trying to find the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the strip as well, right over the top of that. Try to place that in the center. And then once everything's in place, make sure to smooth it out. Then you're going to take your leftover die cuts and let's just add them to our card. So I've got the green kind of boko circle that's going to go up to the left area. I've got my greeting. I've stamped "Enjoy your special day" on one of the leftover greeting labels, and that's going to go below the circle. These are all being added with dimensionals. Then I've got this flower. This is one of the larger flower die cuts. And then I have a little bee. Really quite easy to just add those leftover pieces to your card. I did want to just add one little embellishment, and I've got some linen thread. I'm going to add it with a glue dot here in the bottom left area of the greeting, and I've already tied it. It's 10 inches of linen thread, and just pop that onto my card. And you're all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create a fun card using up the leftover scraps and pieces from the kit. If you're interested in getting your own Paper Pumpkin subscription, please do so using the link in the description below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.